What's up YouTube? This is Salmon's 1100 or Salmon's 1 and I am bringing you a Pokemon Online battle. Well, two of them actually, but I'm going to be doing something different. I started a new account on Pokemon Online. My new username is Salmon's 1100 and I started over completely. So far on this account I've had, I think, 4 battles. Yeah, 4 battles. I have all of them saved and I'm going to be making videos out of all of them. I'm going to be recording each one of my battles throughout this account, and every win, every loss, every forfeit, everything. And I'm going to be trying to make it to rank, let's set the goal pretty low and just say rank 50 on the Smogon server. So yeah, that's the goal, rank 50. Anyway, for this first battle, it's against a pretty decent opponent, considering it was like unrated. Like both of us were pretty low in rank, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna lead off with my Choice Banded Scizor, seeing he had this Whimsicott, and I'm just gonna go straight for the U-turn, predicting a switch, or if not, it would KO that Whimsicott, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I go out to Starmie just to scare him out with Ice Beam. He switches out into Porygon 2, and he traces my Natural Cure, which kind of sucks, but I end up getting a crit. And yeah, but I can't really do much to him, as you can see. So I'm going to go right out to my Scizor as he recovers, and I'm just going to go for another U-turn as he switches out into his, this guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry. So I'm gonna go out to Breedlum, just get Toxic Orb running, so then I don't have to worry about stats. And he goes out to this Whimsicott, and I figured he can't really do anything other than taunt me. I'm just gonna go straight for the Drain Punch and try to get some damage out. And as you can see, that's what I do. I restore my health with Poison Heal, I guess. What was that from? I don't know. Anyway, I just keep going. He goes for an Encore, so I'm stuck in Drain Punch, and he's gonna switch out into his Latias this time. And this thing is bulky and it's annoying. I go for a Drain Punch resisted and it does 11%, which is just terrible. My taunt ends, but I'm in the Encore, so I'm going to have to switch out into my Scizor here, which was retarded because he has the HP Fire. I thought he only would have Dragon Pulse with, like, I don't know, Reflect or something like that, but no. So I just go for a Bullet Punch because I figured it was too low health to really come back and do anything. So I'm just going to go out to my Starmie and go for an Ice Beam. Here I believe I get a Freeze. No, I guess that's later on in the battle. Anyway, I'm going to switch out and go into my Breedlum here. I'm going to go for a Spore. I think, yes, a Spore. But since he has Natural Cure, he can just switch out, and kind of half predicting that, I just go straight for Drain Punch, knowing I was going to probably switch out whatever. Oh wait, no. I predicted to switch out into Latias, and then, which he does, and then I go for another Ice Beam here, and since Porygon 2 traced my Natural Cure from earlier, he gets Natural Cure, he's not asleep, and he gets frozen here. So here I'm going to go for another Ice Beam, just half predicting a switch into Latias, trying to remove the freeze and take the Hydro Pump, but that didn't happen, as you can see. And he just stays in, he's still solid and frozen solid, and I go for a Hydro Pump, gets a decent chunk of damage out, but gets him low enough to the point where I can kill him with another Ice Beam. So that is a dead Porygon 2. So now he goes out into this Whimsicott and goes for Leech Seed as I Ice Beam. I just wanted to get that thing killed, get a good lead going, which I do. And he's going to go back out to this Latias, and I was surprised. He took that pretty well, and he gets to recover off it after Leftovers and Leech Seed. He pretty much took no damage from that at all. But I get a critical hit with the Swallowing Ice Beam, so I don't have to worry about him. I do die to my Life Orb Recoil. Sorry about the hacks, dude, but it's part of the game. So I'm going to go out to my rotom-W, predicting, not really knowing what to do, but I switch out into my Heatran, predicting like a grass move of some sort, but he goes for a Thunder Wave, then he goes for a Leaf Storm, pops my balloon. I was thinking he'd probably have Earth Power, but I guess not. I miss the Fire Blast, Here he goes for a recover, and I thought he'd be going for a Earth Power, but he doesn't have it, so yeah. Then he misses a Leaf Storm. I get 2 Fire Blast miss, and then he misses a Leaf Storm, and then I get a critical hit with my Fire Blast. Now, the crit probably didn't matter because it was super effective, and he's coming off of a max special attack, Heatran, but you never know. Goes out to Rashi, doesn't get a single flinch on the Iron Heads, and I can KO him easily with my Fire Blast. Again, why the Celebi probably didn't matter with the crit, but it was a very haxy battle. I think I only had one that really made a huge difference, and that was the crit on Latias, and that's just because, I mean, I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything to him, and he could hit everything on my team, except for, well, I guess Heatran would be able to take it pretty well. I don't know. But, anyway, that's the first battle. So the second battle's over here. He leads off with his Blissey. I lead up with rotom-W. I just go straight for the Volt Switch, not wanting to try to mess around with this Blissey. Go out to my Scizor, as he goes for Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to just U-turn here, I believe, as he switches out into this Mew, which I KO. I'm unable to KO, so it's a very bulky set. And here, I believe I go for a Rapid Spin. Or, no, I go for a Thunderbolt as he switches out into Politoed. Here, I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin, but he protects. I think. Is that what happens? Yes, I go for Rapid Spin, but he protects. And then here he switches out and goes into his Vaporeon. So this match wasn't as good. This guy was a pretty, he was a big noob. But he goes for a Yawn, again, noob. I switch out, predicting him to like protect or something, which he does go for, but it failed because I switched out. And now that Breloom has Toxic on him, he can't really do anything to me. So I'm just going to start setting up some bulk ups. And wait, no, I go for a Drain Punch, predicting him to go out to Skarmory, because he has a Skarmory on his team, but he never goes out to him. So I was just scratching my head trying to figure out what's going on here. I could go for a Seed Bomb, which I probably could have taken the chance to just set up like a bazillion bulk ups, but I don't know. He goes out to this Togekiss. I'm going to switch out into my rotom-W because I don't want to take an Air Slash with Breloom. He's bulky, but not that bulky to take something times 4 super effective. I'm just going to go straight for the Volt Switch. Get some super effective damage. It does about half. Well, it does a little bit more than half, actually. I'm going to go out to my Heatran just because I know we can take... We could kind of take Air Slash. He goes for a Roost. I went for Stealth Rocks here. And I was fully paralyzed, so I go for Stealth Rocks again as he switches out, and he goes out to this Politoed. His Politoed goes for a Sup, and I'm thinking, what? Protect, Sub, what moves does he have? And then he goes for Protect here. I don't know why, but I get fully paralyzed anyway. He goes for a Water Pulse. I'm just thinking, what? Water Pulse, Sub, Protect, Skull. Okay, so mono attacking. Mono-type attacking. So I'm going to go out into my Salamence here, who is a custom set. It's a Sub, Moxie, Dragon Dance, and then just Dragon Claw and Earthquake for my coverage. And he just pretty much, he goes for a Sub as I go for a Sub. And then he goes for Skull, doesn't break my Sub, so I'm going to go for another Dragon Dance here as he breaks my Sub. I'm basically just trying to get a ton of Dragon Dances up, because I know that I completely forgot about his Skarmory because he didn't bring it in on my Breloom, so I thought I might have killed it or something. I don't know. I was just being retarded this match. I think I was still in a little bit of shock seeing a Water Pulse being used on something other than Jirachi, but I don't know. Anyway, he breaks my Sub, and I'm going to go for another Sub. And I have 3 Dragon Dances up right now. He goes for a Water Pulse here, trying to confuse me, I guess. I don't know. It's weird to me. But here I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw because I'm behind the Sub. He's gonna go for a skull, break my sub. I'm gonna go for another sub just to, because I want to be behind a sub for some reason. But I guess because I wasn't thinking about whirlwind. I don't know. I was kind of retarded this match, but when you are going against someone weaker, it's kind of have a little bit more room to make mistakes and do stupid stuff. But anyway, get leftovers, recovery. He pops my sub. He breaks my sub. I go for another sub, and then I believe I KO him here. I think maybe possibly. I'm at times 3, so that's I think +4. And then I get my Moxie boost, so I'm at +5 attack, +4 speed. He goes out into this Skarmory, and I do dirt to him. Well, I guess 65, that's quite a bit for a resisted move on a Skarmory, but I mean, you know what I mean. That's impressive. Being at +5 and doing that little. I mean, my silence being at +5 and doing that little to a Skarmory, that's impressive for Skarmory. Anyway, I just go for a Hydro Pump because I know I'm in rain. That's going to do a good amount of damage to anything barring Blissey, which he goes out into now. Now here I'm predicting him to go for Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to Volt Switch out of here and go out into my Salmons again and try to get another sweep going. But he goes for a Wish. And I'm just like, okay. So I go for a sub as he goes for Toxic, which, again, if he saw my sub from earlier, he should be predicting something like that. But I don't know. So here I go for Dragon Dance again. I'm going to go for setting up again, second time, and he just goes for a Seismic Toss. I'm going to go for another sub here, but he thinking he might be stupid and go for another Tusk. I don't know. He might, after that last part, you never know. So I go for a Dragon Claw. It only does about half, and then he goes for a Seismic Toss again. I barely live it, but I live it and KO him with another Dragon Claw. Get that Moxie boost up, and that's basically a good game because he just has this Mew who's at 1%, and he has a Togekiss, and now I'm at +3 attack. He has his Togekiss, which is going to take 25% from Stealth Rocks, so Dragon Claw does a good amount of damage. So yeah, those are my 2 games. And like I said, I'm going to be recording all of them. Look for another video coming out real soon after this one that will have the other 2 battles I had today. And yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, I guess, if you want to. If not, no biggie, I understand. But thanks for watching, and until next time.